Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started. We started the countdown right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then just turned 9:01. So started right on the dot. That's typical. That's usual. So good morning, market snipers. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is better today. It was cutting out a little bit here and there yesterday, so we'll see how it goes. Keep an eye on it. Everybody, let me know what's happening, and then we'll that way we can keep going on this live stream. But if it cuts out for like a minute, like it did yesterday, then I start to lose steam. I start to lose willpower, right? So then I just want to call it after that. So just keep me in the loop over there. So with that, good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. If you're new, awesome. If you're returning, even better. Good to see you back. Good to see you back, Javier. Good morning. What else? What else? What else? What else? What are we doing today? I don't know. We're gonna live stream, check out the market. First half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin, altcoins, stocks, the indices like NASDAQ, SP 500. And then second half of the live stream, make sure to put in your chart requests early, right? Early bird gets the worm. Put in all the details. Let me know if it's what the ticker symbol is. Let me know what if it's crypto or stock or whatever it is, so I can search for it quickly and keep the live streaming over here and not just twiddle our thumbs and fumble around. So just let me know all that. Lawrence, hello. Good morning. So, like the screen says, smash that like button. Go ahead and click it. Click that like button. Hit that subscribe button over there. Would be, help me, help you, help me. Right there, you go. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get rocking and rolling over here. But first, let's warm up the trigger finger on. Let's warm up the trigger finger over here on the mouse. Smash that like button. Hit that repost button over on the Twitter X app as well. And then throw in a quick comment. All of this takes like 5 seconds, right? 5 seconds. Let's party today. On Wacky Wednesday. I don't know what we should call Wednesday. Wacky Wednesday, I guess. And here we are. Reporting, Chief Dog Walker reporting over here. Chief Dog Walker. Monday, I was Chief Diaper Changer. I got 8 hours of sleep. Not consecutive last night, but I did get 8 hours of sleep. That's what it feels like. I forgot what it felt like. You know, in the past, pre-baby born, I would get 7 to 8 hours on a regular. Before that, when I was trading Bitcoin with 10x leverage, 2020, 2021, and even into 2022 hardcore, or watching with one eye open, then I got sleep like I do post baby. But last night, the baby worked as clockwork. She was right on the. She nailed it, right? She nailed it. So I woke up for the night shift. She woke up around 1. I fed her around 1, or finished feeding her around 1:30, and then swaddled her, and she went right back to sleep. Oh, of course I burped her. Let's get in all the details. I burped her. I changed her diaper. I did it all. I did the full thing. 45 minutes flat. Reswaddled her, put her back to sleep, and then that allowed me to fall asleep for 2 of the 4 hours of my night shift. And then woke up the wife, said, hey, the baby's probably going to wake up soon, and it's my turn to go back to sleep. And then I did. And so I got a total of 8 hours. Feeling pretty good today. Feeling pretty good. Thank you for asking. Hello, everybody. Martina, welcome back. Brian T, good morning. Welcome back. So that's it. What are we looking at, Jesse? Oh, that's great. You know, the baby's letting you sleep. Awesome. Okay, well, we're here to look at the charts. Okay, fine. You're just being mean. All right, so the charts. Bitcoin, what are we looking at? The weekly chart had that sell signal on Sunday. It was pending sell before that. And price wicked all the way down to about 49,000 so far, right? Um, Currently at about 56,000. The week has not closed yet. We're not even halfway through the week. So a lot can happen within one candle. The trending dots on the weekly chart are trending downward, which is bearish, right? So it does look like it continues to put in lower highs, and lower lows, right? So we'll see if it puts in another lower low on the weekly chart, which is below any weekly close below 56,900 ish, 875, depending on what exchange you're looking at, will be another lower low, confirming this lower high, right? Obviously, we don't wait for that. That would be very, very slow moving. If the crypto bros and influencers out there are continue to wait for higher and higher and higher timeframes, like they did in 2022, they end up never selling, right? They finally get bearish in April of 2022. They finally get bearish in May 2022, June 2022. They finally got bearish, most of them. By then, they didn't sell, right? By then, it's already so far low. They didn't have a plan to become hodlers. They planned to sell the top. And then what happens is they become forced hodlers, right? Forced hodlers. Nobody wants to be a forced hodler. Many of you, good morning, welcome back. Longtime market sniper since day one. Nobody wants to be a forced hodler. That's why we have members in the Discord that came into the Discord as paid members 2022 because they didn't sell. They wanted to learn to sell near the top and buy near the bottom, right? Not the opposite. So many got into the Discord. Many have been there for at least a year. Many have been there since day one because once you come in, it's a good community. Probably don't want to leave, right? So, and it's not overpriced, right? In my own personal opinion, it's not overpriced. There's not a huge paywall. Continue to develop tools to help us, and eventually it will do the trading for us, right? Right. So we'll see. We'll see. Bitcoin weekly chart, right? So got some negatives here. If we're gonna let's be negative today. Let's be negative. We try to remain neutral, but when it gets pumped up here, we get pumped up, right? And when it starts flipping bearish, when the charts are bullish, we are bullish. When the charts are bearish, we are bearish, right? So here we are. We're gonna look at some bearish reasons, right? So you had on the weekly chart. We got the MACD. We get the MACD on here today. There we go. Got the MACD here. Posted some charts with the exact details in the Discord today, talking about all this. So we're gonna keep this brief. We're gonna keep this more generic, but we're gonna point out similar things that I posted in the Discord today too, this morning. So had the RSI sell signal back on April 2022. I mean April 22nd, the week of 2024, and then lower highs, right? Lower highs, lower lows, and it's still bearish, still trending downward. No buy signal on RSI yet. MACD had a bearish crossover in May, continues to trend downward towards that zero line. The zero line below that also becomes bearish as the weekly chart, right? It's the weekly chart. Daily chart, RSI sell signal back on July 31st. Had the actual sell signal July 31st. Had a MACD bearish crossover August 1st, right? Signaling that, hey, if you took this long position over here, when would now be a good time to lock in profits? When would now be time to get out of your position, right? And then continues lower after that, right? Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only, and hopefully we find some entertainment along the way. When it's crashing, probably not as entertaining, right? Not as entertaining because people who longed it and did not close their position either got stopped out at break even or got stopped out and lost money, right? So that is the name of the game. If you don't have a plan laid out in advance, if you're taking long positions and you don't have an exit strategy, you don't have a full plan in place. You don't have a plan in place, right? So if you're just copying other traders and they're wrong, you didn't have a plan in place, and that's your fault. It's not the person you're copying. It's your fault because you're copying someone without learning it yourself. You have to take responsibility for yourself. And that's why I don't give financial advice. So I don't do copy trading service whatsoever. I don't want that whatsoever. I don't want to be a copy trader. You can learn to do it yourself. You can trust what you see on the charts and control your own destiny, take things into your own hands, right? Make your own way. So with that, if you're buying over here and you're not selling over here, you're doing it wrong, right? You're doing it wrong. So that's that. That's the daily chart. Oh, what I wanted to show you was, okay, we're gonna move up to the 2-week chart, right? 2-week chart. So it's a bearish looking candle. Obviously, if you were to take off the sharpshooter candles, that's a big red candle downward, right? Putting in another lower high, possibly lower low over here with this candle close. Anything below 60,820 will be a lower low over there on the 2-week chart. We had an RSI sell signal on the 2-week chart. We talked about all this on the previous live streams and stuff. So this isn't new. We're going to continue to talk about it because it's continuing to trend downward, right? So we had an RSI sell signal. Brian T, can you review MST on daily and weekly chart? Sure. Probably not much really else to report on it since the last time we covered it, but sure, we can. RSI sell signal on the 2-week chart. It's not good, right? It's not good. RSI sell signal on the 2-week chart was back in June, right? We have a MACD bearish crossover on the 2-week chart. It's not good, right? It's not good. Here's why. Let's get on to the RSI. So it was a long run. So yes, it's lagging time-wise, right? It's lagging. We were talking about buying the dip on January 4th based off the daily chart. We were talking about buying the dip the second week of January based off of the weekly chart. And then the RSI buy signal on the 2-week chart was middle of February. Probably still better than most, but too slow moving for me. But we had the last buy signal was middle of February 2023, right? What a run that was. Now we have a RSI sell signal June 2024. Typically, it doesn't just flip right back around, right? Typically, it does not. So the probabilities are that we're going through a longer correction, right? A longer term correction. So you had a buy signal back here, May 2020, right? That was a lesser period of time, right? So that was May 2020 to January 2024, where it peaked out. So was that 7 months? Yeah, about 7 or 8 months, right? To the peak. And from here, February 2023, all the way to this peak, February 2024, that's about 12 months, right? So longer. That was a longer run. Didn't go as high, but that's what I've been saying is diminishing returns. Lesser percentage to the upside, lesser percentage to the downside. I've been talking about that since 2021. This is not new. And a lot of people on Twitter X, when I cared and I would try to convince people or tell people that, hey, this is what I'm seeing. I think you're wrong. And I lost a lot of bullish friends over it. And I don't care. I'm just saying, lost a lot of bullish friends over it, and cyber friends, and I don't care. I'm just letting you know that in hindsight, I was right. So for whatever it is, but this was a longer rally. It was just diminishing return to the upside, right? This was diminishing compared to the previous. This is diminishing towards compared to this move up over here. And so then you had bearish divergence, right? RSI sell signal came all the way back down to the 50 line, right? And then bounce. So it's possible it comes all the way back down. It could take a couple 2-week candles, right? It was about 2 months going around over here. Something similar is possible, right? Something similar is possible. So you got over here, right? Let's put it on yellow so you can see a little bit better for the live stream. Got the RSI sell signal. Got the RSI sell signal. Had the bullish divergence followed by the buy signal, right? Let's see. 1 second. No bearish divergence. But yeah, let's get back on it. So RSI sell signal. What if it comes back down here for a couple of months and then rallies again? But this time, either it puts in bearish divergence again, meaning price puts in a higher high, double wave, or this time it just puts in a lower high like it did on RSI and price puts in a lower high. So really 2 scenarios, right? So 2 scenarios. RSI puts in a lower high wherever it is. It could go higher, right? It could go higher for sure. It could go higher and maybe lesser, right? And either way, price would either put in a lower high this time or puts in a higher high again. And that would bring in bearish divergence as we're seeing on the indicator again, right? So could be something similar to that. But as of right now, RSI sell signal, RSI is trending down towards the 50 line. It did that on the 2-week chart back in 2021 and then went through a 2-month consolidation down here and then rallied, right? So that's a possibility, right? So that's what we're looking at right now. So usually RSI sell signal doesn't flip right back around to a bullish because look how much work it has to do. If it's down over here this far away from the EMA, just think about this. The EMA is way back up here, right? So if it just bounces back into it, wherever that is, right? If it just bounces back into it, but it's continuing down, right? Then the next RSI buy signal might not be for a while, right? This was all the way back in 2023, right? So we'll see. It just doesn't seem like it's going to be all new all-time highs for a while. We don't know how long that's going to be. Could be 2 months of consolidation at the bottom. Maybe there is a double wave. So maybe 4-6 months if there's a double wave. See, November, from May to November, that was 7 months, right, to make a new all-time high. From 2021, that was about a 7-month span. So going from RSI sell signal, RSI sell signal to the new all-time high was 13 2-week candles. 13 2-week candles. So 182 days. I don't have to do the math. That's 6 months, right? So 6 months, 182 days from RSI sell signal to a new all-time high, creating bearish divergence, right? So if something similar to play out, RSI sell signal, 182 days, 13 weeks would be December 2024. So it's possible still does a double wave by the end of the year, or just puts in a lower high this time and does not put in bearish divergence. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. And of course, maybe neither one of those scenarios play out. And that, well, I mean, it would just be that lower high scenario, right? It'd be a lower high. So always expect to bounce along the way. So it's either that possible bearish divergence similar to 2021, or it just puts in a lower high. And that was it, right? That was it. So we'll see how it plays out. We will see. We will see. We'll see. But that it doesn't look great, right? And then you got the MACD bearish crossover, right? So you got the MACD bearish crossover here in 2021, and then that double wave. It did cross back over on the 2-week chart in October, followed by a quick reversal back down and continued back downward like that. So you can see the histogram going down. You can see the histogram going down. 2-week chart. The last crossover was January 2023, right? This was a long rally. Now the trend has reversed, right? The trend has reversed. It has the 2-week chart. So it is what it is, right? Monthly chart, a very lagging indicator, but the histogram is going down. The histogram is going down. Again, doesn't mean it couldn't have that second wave up, right? It is possible, November, right? But then once it had that crossover in January, which I pointed out in January, and people still fought with me and argued with me on Twitter X app. I think it's hilarious. These were influencers who were selling courses way before I ever had a Discord. Way before I ever had a Discord. I didn't start the Discord until end of February, early March, because people pushed me for like, I don't know, 6 months to teach them what I see on the charts. And so they were already selling courses, right? All that stuff. And they were still arguing that, hey, the MACD had a bearish crossover on the monthly chart, right? It just doesn't, probabilities are it doesn't just flip back around very quickly. And most likely we are back in the bear market, right? It's early in the monthly candle, but you can see the monthly histogram trending downward, right? It was trending downward and then spiked back up for, a month, for a couple of months, right? For a couple of months, and then continued back down for several months to the downside. So are we about right here? Possible, right? So it is starting to hook over. It was pretty far extended away, right? So that's what we're kind of watching. And then could it play out something similar like that, or just hook over, right? So too early to say, but there is divergence in the histogram as well, going all the way back over here. So that's what we talked about. That's what we covered. That's what we've been covering. If you look at this monthly horizontal, if we got a monthly candle close back below, and then I talked about in the Discord as well, coming back down to the trending dots. So, I posted the charts over there. So that's about it. On the daily chart, still bearish. Weekly chart, still bearish. And the higher time frames don't look great. Yep. Good afternoon, Caesar. Welcome back. Good to see you back here. So that's Bitcoin. At least it's going to be consolidating for longer, as it is showing it, looks like it's showing on the higher time frames. The VIX pumped hard. It's dumping, but still pending a buy signal on the monthly chart. Dollar's kind of flat today. We'll take a look at it, but the Nasdaq's also correcting. We talked about before the bigger crash or bigger move down that if the Nasdaq is going through a bigger correction, then I would expect Bitcoin to go through a bigger correction. So we'll see how it all plays out. We don't have a magic crystal ball. Ethereum still ultra bearish, aka oversold, but it's still ultra bearish on the daily chart. Price came all the way back down to the 200-week moving average, right? And we said, what if Ethereum was leading the way and Bitcoin also retested 200-week moving average? If so, that's pretty far drop for Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin 200-week moving average is all the way down here. We don't know if it will. I'm just saying, what if Bitcoin did come all the way back down to $38,000, retest 200-week moving average, similar to Ethereum, right? It's possible. Ethereum, 48.5% drop so far, right? Bitcoin, if it were to drop all the way to the 200-week moving average, 48.5% drop, right? This is where the Bitcoiners come in and say, Ethereum sucks. That's why it dropped the 200-week moving average. Bitcoin is supreme, right? And if it was the opposite, if Bitcoin dropped to the 200-week moving average first and Ethereum did not, like I thought Ethereum was lagging time-wise 2021, and that's why I shorted Ethereum, because I thought I was late on short Bitcoin, and I shorted Ethereum at 4,384 with 10x leverage because I thought Bitcoin led the way to lower targets to the downside. They end up hitting similar targets, right? They end up hitting similar targets, and in this case, it's possible that Bitcoin is lagging time-wise and also corrects to a similar target of the 200-week moving average all the way down, and that both would be, well, Ethereum went below the 200-week moving average for 48.5%. Bitcoin to the 200-week moving average would be 48.5%. So something to be aware of, right? Something to be aware of. We don't know if it will or not. Of course, the crypto bros will have you flip right back around, right? And we're going to new all-time highs today, right? The V shape that doesn't keep V shaping all the way down, right? We said back here, hey, if it's going to be a V-shaped recovery, we needed to keep V shaping, and it didn't, right? Then it was no longer a V shape, right? Then it was no longer a V shape. All the way back here, we said, we are not out of the woods yet. We are not out of the woods yet. We are not out of the woods yet. And we are definitely not out of the woods yet. So now it looks completely different landscape, and we've covered it every single step of the way on the live stream. And here we are, right? Here we are. It was a massive move to the upside, though, right? Massive move from 27,000, this last move, all the way up to 74,000. So you expect corrections along the way. It's not up only. We learned that in 2021. We know that now. So if you haven't learned that it's not up only forever, then probably can't help you, right? Probably can't help you. So this target's been hit. You got another target down here. There's a confluence area down here at 44,500. If it comes down, if price comes down to this target down here, similar to Ethereum, price could go back down to the 200-week moving average. We don't know for sure. And or below it, similar to Ethereum, right? Ethereum came below it. So we have a similar target down here for Bitcoin, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens shorter term, right? Expect bounces along the way. Came all the way down to 49,000. Kind of let the trending dots catch up, right? And then maybe that would be the next possible bear attack, right? Could be the next possible bear attack over here, right? Wherever it is, we don't know. Bear attack, whether it's the trending dots, whether it's over here at this, I think it was a weekly or monthly horizontal. I don't know. I keep moving it. You got a daily here. Daily here is close to that weekly and monthly. So probably somewhere over there like that. Could be a bear flag forming, right? So however it plays out, the next breakdown, right, would be probably something like that. So woo-wee, let the trading dots catch up and boom, right? Something like that probably, right? So there we go. Not financial advice. I don't know if I'm going to short it or not. I got a lot on my plate. I don't know if I'm going to short it or not. Possibly. It won't be on Bitcoin crypto. It would be Bitcoin futures. So I have to decide. What's up, Jesse? Yeah, right. Exactly. And not only that, hit the mic with my mouth. Not only that, Ethereum already crashed all the way back down the 200-week moving average. So that's, yeah, I mean, that's not good. That's not good. Especially they rolled out the ETFs, right? And then nothing, right? So not good. Smash that like button. Thank you, Tesla John. I appreciate it. Yeah, We renamed you a long time ago and you just kept it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good to see you on here. Good to see you back. I mean, I think you're always here lurking, but I don't see you comment as often. But good to see it. Good to see it. So we'll see. What else? Solana. Expect bounces along the way. Let prices kind of catch up, right? Let prices catch up to the trending dots. I don't know where all what am I on? The daily? Oh, that's why. Oh no, we're not on log. Okay, good. When I play around with like the monthly chart, then I'm looking at log or the higher time frames, right? So there you go. Doesn't mean it couldn't spike above the downward trend lines, right? But if you kind of like, I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this, right? Could spike above it, come back up at trading dots. So, is that going to be a bear flag? I mean, it's possible, right? Is there a 200-week moving average on here? No, I don't see one. Nope, I don't see one on Solana yet. Not on this exchange, maybe a different one. Sand, still ultra bearish over here. Still trying to find bottom. A lot of these altcoins are ultra bearish, still trying to find bottom. Filecoin looks a little bit different. There is some bullish divergence followed by a reverse candle. Maybe it bounces up to the trending dots as well. Maybe that's it, right? Mana, ultra bearish, longer term bullish divergence followed by a reverse candle. Could continue to see that happen, but could see a bounce at least to like, I don't know, 39 cents. It's at 25 cents, so not much, but still could see a bounce, especially if you were to draw like maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe 39 to 50 cents, rough estimate, right? Doesn't mean it couldn't come all the way back down and keep dip. The dip keeps dipping, right? Until a higher probability reversal. Let's see. What does this look like? Yeah. Or more conservative, right? Just it's a downward trend, right? Cardano, bullish divergence followed by reverse candle. We'll see. Dot, ultra bearish. AVAX, Chainlink, FET. Woo! Let's switch gears over to the NASDAQ. We're already at 33 minutes. We drew this out and talked about it on yesterday's live stream. It's based on the weekly chart. I got you. Yep. There you go. That makes sense. Yeah, don't get caught. Don't get caught while you're working. Don't want anyone to get in trouble or lose their job over the live stream. Why? Because you can always watch the recording of it, right? You can always watch the recording. So, and you could even watch it on higher time speed over on the YouTube app. You can watch at 1.25 speed, etc., over there. So, let me just clean this up. This is what happened? What happened? No, let's go back. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just trying to clean this up a little bit. Got the 200-week moving average over here, right? So, still bearish on the daily chart. The weekly chart flipped bearish and had a sell signal, right? Could expect a lower high at some point. 2-week chart had a reverse candle, has a pending bearish crossover on the MACD. So if you look at that, you got a pending RSI sell signal on the 2-week chart for the NASDAQ as well. That's not great for Bitcoin, right? I know you trade the chart individually first and foremost, but that's not great. Has not had a bearish MACD crossover for a very, very long time. The last time was, again, you guessed it, December 2021. It's not good, right? It's not good. Also had some similarities. It was overbought, the orange candles. There was a reverse candle. There was bearish divergence. Again, we have very similar thing. So, should we type this out? Yeah, let's type this out. Okay, so number one, bearish divergence. This is all on the 2-week chart. Bearish divergence, right? Number two, overbought. Oh no, I can't delete it. Over. There we go. 3. What else? Reversal candle, right? Ugh. RSI 4. RSI sell signal. Yep. We have a pending RSI sell signal right now. MACD bearish crossover. Yep. We have a pending MACD bearish crossover right now. Okay. Candle close below trending. Hold on. That was 5. This is 6. Oops. Candle close below trending dots. This would be the first candle. This would be a candle close below the trending dots as well on the 2-week chart. So, number 1, bearish divergence on the 2-week chart. Check. 2, price is overbought, aka orange candles. Check. Right? And then 3, reverse a candle. Right? And then 4, RSI sell signal. RSI sell signal, December 2021. We have a pending RSI sell signal over here, July 2024, right? 5, I forgot to label it. Can I edit that? Nope, I can only delete it. 5, pending. We have a MACD bearish crossover, December 2021. We have a pending MACD bearish crossover. You can see it on the sharpshooter candles 3.1. Pending MACD bearish crossover as well. So it's not looking good for the NASDAQ. It's not looking good for Bitcoin. It's looking like similar to 2021. NASDAQ, after all that happened, did have a sell signal as well, back below the trending dots. Price came all the way back down the 200-week moving average. Could Bitcoin come back down the 200-week moving average? It's possible. Could Ethereum come back down to the 200-week moving average? Yes, it already happened, right? It already happened. Could the NASDAQ come all the way back down the 200-week moving average? Yes, it's possible. There are so many similarities for the NASDAQ playing out to where it came all the way back down, right? So that's that. That is that. Ugh. Oh, sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Oh, sorry. But in hindsight, it's, you're catching a little bit of a bounce right now, right? You had the flash crash 17,400. You're going to start to see people talk about, oh, we're going to be seeing new all-time highs again. And the higher time frames are saying the probabilities are not there. It could bounce higher first, right? It could bounce higher first. You can see the 2-week chart after the RSI sell signal. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back to January. Let's see. RSI sell signal was here, and then pumped higher, right? So let's go back to January 2022, right? Let's go back in time. You know I want you to succeed when we're going back to January 2022, right? You know that. So January 2022. RSI sell signal was probably right around here in December, right? December RSI sell signal, probably on the 2-week chart, right? I didn't map it out. I think it was around over here. Then pumps all the way back up and puts in a slightly lower high, right? And then the bigger drop comes after that. So expect a bounce
hope for a bounce. That lower high is the higher probability. This is the daily chart. So early January 2022, you can see that another lower high, and then the daily candle starts to close back up. So if you do get another buy signal and it pumps up and starts to fade, and you've got this the all-time high over here at 16,600. Oh, let's change that so we can see it. 4 and that, right? So you got the former all-time high over here, puts in a slightly lower high, right? Starts to break back down, even looks, traps in the up only crew again with the wick, but closes back below it, puts in another lower high, and then you start getting the candle close back below the trending dots. And that's a very bearish candle. And then it's all she wrote after that. You can see that there is other warning signs too. Another MACD bearish crossover, right? So it all happened at once, right? That's a big move down. And that was it, right? So warning signs, right? Starts to fade, never candle close back above the previous, right? So you fast forward all the way back over here, right? All the way back over here. Close down, lower high, comes all the way down. And maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the lower high, right? Maybe that was the lower high, but it could rally, right? It could rally, put in that lower high after the 2-week chart, right? After the 2-week chart, but maybe not, right? So maybe get that 2-week RSI sell signal. Maybe it rallies back up into the upward trend lines, right? And then rolls over. So it could take a little bit of time to play out. We don't know for sure, but there are a lot of warning signs to be had. And then, of course, that daily chart, any weekly candle close on a rally below that blue line over there is still going to be a lower high. And that would be your cue at that point, right? So any candle close, even if it rallies all the way up, it's possible, right? It's possible. It doesn't mean it will. People who were holding through all the way down here are hoping for that type of rally. And then at that point, they'll probably just get trapped again anyway. So, sorry. Some people just aren't cut out for it, right? They say 95% of traders lose money, right? You got to have a strategy. You got to be able to execute that strategy, keep the emotions out of it. There's a lot of reasons why, right? A lot of reasons, a lot of factors of why you might not be successful. But trending dots are up here. Maybe it doesn't even go all the way up, right? Maybe no, that wasn't a glitch in the matrix. Maybe it just comes back up into the trending dots and then rolls over again, right? So we don't know. Dow Jones, that's SP 500. This is Dow Jones, Russ 2000. Trending dots are pretty far up there. Bart Simpson pattern, right? Let's flip over the Magnificent Seven. Probably not going to spend as much time over here. NVIDIA, right? We talked about it. We covered it. Filled this gap all the way down over here. $96. There's some major gaps below it. What if it came all the way down the 200-week moving average at $34? What if it came down and filled that 20% gap at $30? That would be insane. Nobody saw that one coming, right? Nobody. Black swan event. It's because of the NVIDIA chip 10.0 version that's going to change the landscape forever. It's having problems. The news gets rolled out afterwards. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Weekly chart. Still no sell signal in the weekly chart yet. It's possible it rallies back up, then puts in a sell signal, and then comes all the way back down, fills that gap, then rallies, then comes back. It may take some time to play out. But there was already RSI sell signal last week. Already MACD bearish crossover. So the tables have been set on the weekly chart. The 2-week chart has a pending RSI sell signal. The MACD is hooking over. No MACD bearish crossover yet. Bearish divergence on the 2-week chart, followed by RSI sell signal, followed by a reversal candle. It just seems like $69 is very possible. The 200-week moving average we'll see from there. So obviously not financial advice, but there we go. There we go. Who would have saw these lower prices? That it's possible, right? Who would have saw that coming, right? Who would have saw that coming? Market snipers would have seen it on the charts, right? As a possibility. Yeah, $400 gap down here on Meta. Amazon filled this gap over here a couple of days ago. Wow. Wow. Who would have saw that gap coming? Market snipers would have filled that gap over there, left open from February 2024. Got the 200-week moving average all the way down here at 145. Got a new gap up here at 181. Microsoft. Woo wee. Woo. Dang. Dang. Nope. That didn't happen. No bounce. Maybe there's a bounce still. Maybe, baby. I don't know. What is my baby doing right now? We got to put the cam on the baby. Oh, we might have found a nanny too. We had some nanny interviews. I think we settled on a nanny. So we're gonna do a trial run, probably next week for a day, the week after that for a day. Give the wife, help have the wife get the nanny dialed in, exactly what to do, and come up with a plan together. They're going to tag team it for a day next week. Give the wife a break as well. I'll still be here. I'll still be doing my thing over here, staring at charts, and then the nanny will come in, help out for one day, and then the next week 1 day, and then we're going to take the baby out of town after that, go see family, do our fantasy football draft. Yes, this is our 18th year. I'm the commissioner for 18 years for my fantasy football draft. I love it. It's with family and friends. I have to kick out a brother-in-law to get my wife in. I had to kick out my brother-in-law to get my brother in. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough, right? I had to kick out. So if the brother-in-law is watching, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. He called me a dick, jerk, right? Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Right? We won't get into it. Family dynamics, right? Family dynamics. There we go. There we go. Tesla down 1.5%. Yeah, 18 years. We travel to go have a live draft. I will not be a commissioner and have everyone draft online. I don't like it. We draft live. Yes, we have a digital board on the big screen TV. Yes, we are we go all out. Yes, I get pizza for everybody. Yes, I get drinks for everybody. Yes, we do it all. We go big. We go big at my parents' house, and it's a whole thing. It's 2.5 hours. We even let the smokers take a smoke break halfway through. I'm not a smoker, but we have people in the family that still smoke, like my dad and stuff. So they get stressed out. They gotta. It's pretty crazy. A lot of trash talking by me, trash talking by others. It's a fun time, but yeah, we'll be doing that. And then after that, the wife goes back to work, so we'll need the nanny. So I know it's kind of a ramble for no reason, but so you think this leads to a big correction, crash, or rather than at least a longer one, right? At least a longer one. So we talked about it. I don't know if you missed it, but we just covered it on similar to 2021, that it could be just longer as far as like 2 months to find bottom, and then maybe it rallies for a double wave, right? So I'm leaning towards that way right now. However, Ethereum went all the way to the 200-week moving average, and it didn't do that in 2021, right? It did not do that in 2021 for Bitcoin. So that would be different. So being aware of it, that there's two scenarios. It rallies, well, I guess three scenarios. It rallies to make a higher high, or it rallies to put in a lower high. But Ethereum went to the 200-week moving average. There are a lot of signs that the NASDAQ could go to the 200-week moving average. There are a lot of signs that Bitcoin could go to the 200-week moving average, and Bitcoin did not go to the 200-week moving average in May of 2021. So the longer term 2-week chart, weekly chart does not say that it's a smaller one in the uptrend. The uptrend is changing as of right now, similar to 2021, similar to the NASDAQ in 2021 when it went into a bear market. So I'm not saying it's going in a bear market. It could be similar to May of 2021 and has a second wave, right? But the higher time frames are flipping bearish. They're rolling over. And with that, it means that we're not going to new all-time highs, in my own personal opinion, in the near future. Doesn't mean we won't on a double wave, but I'm not expecting it in the near future right now. So hopefully that answers your question. Just trying to get a monthly sub for your sharpshooter. The videos you have are for beginners or a bit more advanced trader. All of the above, right? Everything that I do for myself, like I do in those videos. I don't pull any punches. So overall, my trading strategy is I try to simplify it as much as possible. So maybe it would be more, you could call it more simplified, because in the heat of the battle, you want a strategy as simplified as possible. If you're consulting too many things, you're not going to pull the trigger in the heat of the moment. So I literally take you from A to Z. So if you're brand new, probably awesome. Probably awesome if you're brand new. I'll take you A to Z, and I don't come out with the fancy trading terms or anything like that. I talk to you like I'm talking to you right now, right? But it's a recorded live coaching. So I did live coaching and I recorded all those videos. So it's conversational. I'm talking to them, I'm teaching them. They ask me amazing questions. I answer them. Most of those questions will probably be answered, and or you can go back through all of the discussion group chat. You could search for anything on there. We didn't delete any of it. So anything we did back in 2022 is still valid today. All the conversations, going through the bear market, shorting the bear market, shorting the bounces back in the bear market of 2022, all of that on there. I start off with, the first video is like a trend line. Second is RSI. Third is like RSI divergences. So the first 8 videos are crucial, and then I build on that for like, I don't know, 60 plus hours. I build on it. I build on it. I build on it, talking about taking profits, different strategies, all that stuff. So you got it. I don't do Elliott Wave. I don't do Elliott Wave. Works fine for theories or ideas, but I don't build a trading strategy off of it. It's not reliable enough for me. Yes, I saw that. Okay. Doesn't look good. Nope. Did you see, you're still, I'm pretty sure, but did you see the charts I posted in the Discord this morning? Yeah. But doesn't mean it couldn't get a bounce, right? It doesn't mean it couldn't get a bounce. Maybe the bounce is over. We don't know, but doesn't mean it couldn't get a bounce or a rally, a dead cat bounce, etc., etc., etc. So something to consider. But yeah, I wrote out all the details in the Discord, so definitely go. I tagged everyone, so definitely take a look at it over there. Have a gap up here created at 218-ish, 217.79 on Apple, right? Was that a gap? No, I don't know. I don't see a gap down there. Gap down here left open at 173. on Apple. So there's that. Weekly chart. I saw on the news, the Hindsight crew, the news was talking about 6.4 trillion wiped out in like a month. $6.4 trillion wiped out in a month. Reversal candle, bearish engulfing candle on the weekly chart for Apple. Longer term bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. Could see an RSI sell signal in the near future. The MACD is starting to hook over on Apple. The histogram is trending downward on Apple weekly chart. So if there is a bounce and does feel that gap at 218, it could be sold off on Apple. Google, RSI sell signal on the weekly chart. Back in July. MACD bearish crossover also in July. Pending sell signal on Google weekly chart this week, right? So there's that. Doesn't mean it couldn't bounce back up into the trending dots. It doesn't mean, as it's going through this topping pattern is what I'm pointing out. It doesn't mean it couldn't come back up and come back down, right? Putting in that more established higher low or higher, right? Maybe it takes some time for it to play out. And puts in that lower high. It's all possible. But overall, the 200-week moving average is all the way back down here at 125, right? Apple, the 200-week moving average is all the way back down here at 160. There's a gap down here at 172. So there's that. Could bounce back up, put in a lower high, put in a lower low, right? So that's what it could do. It's possible. There we go. Should we even look at the Bitcoin miners? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. There you go. Bearish, right? Bitfarm, bearish. Marathon Digital, bearish. CLSK, Iris Energy, still, right? Called it out at the top. Called out at the top. When would now be a good time to take profits, right? If you took this buy, bearish divergence, reversal candle, breaking back down, lower high, sell signal. I mean, if you didn't get out, if you got in over here and you didn't get out somewhere, I mean, that's on you, right? That's on you. If you took this buy over here and you didn't get out, then you probably got out over here, right? Ew. MIGI catching a bounce, right? Had that sell signal over here. Reverse candle over here. Possible lower high over here at 179. Start to break back down. Sell signal. Dump. Just dumped all the way to 75 cents. Ooh. Riot. Hive. Right? Round trip. Right? Round trip. Buy signal all the way up. 4 out of 4 targets to the upside. Reverse the candle. Breaking back down the training dots. Training dots are coming back down. Sell signal. Round trip all the way down 223. Fairtone took all that out, right? Lemonade. So those targets are no longer valid. Lemonade had bearish divergence. What a breakout upside that was. Came all the way back down. Will it catch a bounce? There is a gap over here at $22 on Lemonade, right? Upstart. Holy moly, guacamole. Yeah, you got to put in early bird gets the worm. Remind me tomorrow. I'll look at it for you, but we're already an hour in, and I'm just trying to get through a few more. But yeah, remind me tomorrow. Early bird gets the worm, and put in the ticker symbol so I can search for it quickly. Right? Thank you. Lemonade, holy moly, guacamole, and upstart. Right? It was breaking down. MACD bullish crossover. RSI is crossing back up. They gapped it up. There's nothing you could do about that one. You'd miss that one unless you're on a lower time frame, right? Because gap down, and then from $25 they gap it up, and now it's off and running up 50%. But what we're looking at here, let's see, if you're watching the lower time frame, still wouldn't have got a 4-hour chart, 2-hour chart, 1-hour chart. There's no way to catch that one, right? 1-hour chart, I doubt it, right? I doubt it. So just gotta, if you're buying, are you chasing here? Are you chasing? Maybe. But I posted this earlier on a Twitter X app, 45%. It's up 50% right now. But here's what I was posting. Daily chart is ultra bullish. The weekly chart has a pending buy signal again. The 2-week chart has a pending buy signal. The monthly chart has a pending buy signal. Could be seeing a bigger move from here, possibly, right? Gappy gap gap. It's been in a bear market since October 2021. Been going through a bottoming phase since May of 2022. Will it fill this gap at $76? Possible. What else? What else? There's a gap at 307. That's probably a pretty big gap. That's a big move down. We don't know if it's going to get there or not, but that would be insane move, right? That would be probably take a while to play out, maybe a year or more, but that would be insane. 800% from current price, 125% to this first gap over here. There's no 200-week moving average yet, right? Even if it came back up here, that's a pretty big, massive move. We don't know, but are you chasing here, or are you wanting to see this gap fill over here? Are you waiting for a better? Maybe they don't give it, right? I don't know. So I don't like chasing when it's already ultra bullish on the daily chart after a 48% move. I would want to see it pull back a little bit. So maybe you drop down to like the 1-hour chart. You got the gap down here on the 1-hour chart at $24.29. So I don't like to chase. I would probably wait for a lower time frame pullback, knowing that the overall higher time frames are flipping bullish. And then that's that. That is that on Upstart. So maybe it doesn't pull back. Maybe it does. We don't know. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Lockheed. Yep. Kelly Kellum. I don't know what that means. What's up, my guy? What's up? What's up? I don't know. What does that mean? You have to tell me. You have to tell me. I don't know what that means. Yo, UO3C3. My guy. If you're not following Kelly Kellum, definitely go follow Kelly Kellum over there. I'm sure you are. But if not, definitely go follow my guy, Kelly Kellum. Oh, those are hearts. Oh. Okay, got it. Yeah, it doesn't show up on mine. It probably shows up on the Twitter X app, but on my live streaming, it doesn't show up as of right now. So I was just curious, but cool. Yeah, like, heart. Go follow my guy over there. I'm sure you already are, but if not, definitely go do so. With that, I think we're gonna call it over here. We went hard in the paint Friday, 2-hour special. Monday, we went an hour and a half. Yesterday, a little over an hour. Today, a little over an hour. So as it's important, we'll do what the work needs to be done to try to help people. One last thing. The VIX. This is the 1-hour chart, right? The 1-hour chart. MACD bullish crossover pending right now. Candle close back above the trending dots, right? So are we going to see another spike here? That was a massive spike on the VIX over here in the SPY signal at $17. Roared all the way up to $65, not seen since March 2020, February 2020. If you look at it, the monthly chart is insane, right? This is based off of the log, right? So the monthly chart is pending a buy signal, already almost hit that breakout target of $75. Got very close on the wick. Buy signal back here, January 2020. Pending buy signal, breaking on this downside consolidation over here at $19. By the way, Kelly, I'm not sure if you got my message. I gave you a thumbs up on. I saw it late on the live stream. I wasn't live streaming, but on the live stream I talked about. I gave you a thumbs up in the direct message that I was getting ready for bed. I have to go to bed early these days so I can wake up for the night shift for the baby. So I wasn't able to jump on your call or your Twitter accept call with you, Matthew, and all that. I would have loved to, but we were winding down at like 9 p.m. already, and then I had to wake up for the night shift at 2 a.m. So I missed your Twitter accept call, but just give me a little advance notice next time, and I'll jump on your next Twitter accept call. So the VIX. The VIX pending buy signal on the monthly chart, not seen since 2020, hasn't seen $65 since 2008 and 2020. So typically see a bigger market crash when that happens, the volatility, all of that stuff. We talked about it. You can see this trend line down here. The breakout on the daily chart was at $13, and then the pump just kept pumping. Woo-wee. Oh, the pump kept pumping. So doesn't mean it's going to be over, right? So here we are. The last buy signal on RSI monthly chart was February 2020. Then there is RSI sell signal, July 2020. And you can see it's been in this EMA downtrend for a very, very, very long time. First pending RSI buy signal on the monthly chart since 2020. So it did spike all the way up to 77 or probably even higher, but closed at 77 on the monthly chart in 2020. It's currently at 60. It was quite a bit higher. It's possible it closes higher. Something to be aware of. Something to be aware of. Yeah, I'm seeing higher time frames. Yeah, I'm not seeing that on higher time frames in my own personal opinion, my man. I'm not seeing that on higher time frames right now. There's more similarities to May of 2021 and or November 2021 for the NASDAQ, VIX, all that stuff. So I'm not personally seeing it. That's up for you. Always do your own research. And with that, I thank everyone for all of your support. I appreciate it. Smash the like, repost the button, hit the repost button, the subscribe button, all that stuff. Help me, help you, help me. And we'll continue to sniper the markets together. Thank you. Have a good day. And as my buddy Kelly Kelm would say, adios, muchachos. Adios. Talk to you later.